In every project, there will be multiple stakeholders. And some of those stakeholders turn up again and again. Not necessarily the same people, but the same roles and the same interests. Here are my top 25 types of project stakeholders, starting with some of the most common. This list is a collaboration with ChatGPT, but it started life as Appendix 2 of my book, The Influence Agenda, a systematic approach to aligning stakeholders in times of change. That appendix has over 100 different stakeholder types. Number 1, project sponsor. The project sponsor is the senior leader who provides funding, approves major decisions, and champions the project within the organisation. They are critical because they set the vision and remove roadblocks for the project and find the resources that the team needs. Number 2, project manager. You, as the project manager, are a stakeholder. Your role is to plan, execute, and control the project while balancing many competing demands from all your stakeholders. You need to understand that your influence and ability to communicate is a key to project success. Number 3, project team members. These too are stakeholders. They're the specialists, developers, designers, or engineers who actually do the work. You need to keep them engaged and motivated. It's crucial because they directly affect the quality and the outcomes of the work that you do. Number 4, customers and end users. Whether these are internal or external to your organisation, these are the people who will use the final product or service that you produce from the project. Their needs should drive the project requirements, and you need to ensure that the outcome is valuable to them and that they receive it well. Number 5, functional managers and departmental heads. These are the leaders of departments like IT, HR, finance, or operations who allocate resources to your project. They control staff availability, and you need to engage them to secure the right talent and support. Number 6, executives and senior leadership. Beyond your sponsor, there are a whole raft of C-suite leaders. The CEO, CFO, CIO, all sorts of people who have influence over the funding and the strategic alignment of your project. They can make or break your project depending on how well it aligns with the organisation's goals. Number 7, non-executive directors. These are the people who are not in the business day to day, but make the big strategic decisions around the business. Sometimes large projects need to keep these people informed and aligned because the choices they make will have a fundamental impact on your project and on the environment around it. Number 8, finance and budgeting teams. These stakeholders ensure that the project stays within the financial constraints. They provide funding oversight and release the funds when you need them. Their approval is critical for cost control, risk mitigation, and access to the funding and resources you need. Number 9, vendors and suppliers. If your project depends on external companies for materials, software, or services, their performance will impact your timeline and your budget, as well as the quality of the products and services you produce. Managing supplier relationships is key to smooth delivery and goes well beyond simple contract management. Number 10, IT and other technical support teams. Almost all projects have some technology component. IT teams ensure integration, security, infrastructure, and other needs are met making them crucial, particularly for digital transformation projects. Number 11, the legal team. The legal team ensures that contracts, intellectual property rights, compliance and risk exposure are managed properly. They are there to support you and give good advice, because overlooking legal aspects can lead to serious liabilities for the organisation, for the project, and for you. Number 12, the change management team. When projects introduce new ways of working, it's the change management teams that help manage communication, training, and user adoption. Resistance to change is a major failure point for organisations and organisational change, and here are the specialists who understand how to handle it effectively and with respect. Number 13, risk management and quality assurance teams. These are the people who identify risks, test solutions, and ensure that quality control is completed before acceptance and launch. They help prevent costly mistakes, and they ensure that the project meets the standards that you set. Number 14, end user or end customer representatives, focus groups, user committees, and the such like. In consumer-facing projects, these representatives provide direct user feedback early in development. They help refine the product before launch and test it to make sure that it delivers on its promise. Number 15, investors and shareholders. In publicly traded or venture-backed companies, investors expect returns. They will therefore influence project priorities based on their perceptions of profitability and market positioning. Number 16, operations and maintenance teams. After the project is delivered, these teams keep the solution running. If they aren't involved early, handover challenges will arise, leading to operational inefficiencies. Number 17, marketing and sales teams. If the project involves launching a product or a service, these teams must be aligned so that they can drive demand, position the offering, and ensure a successful go-to-market execution. Number 18, media, public relations, and external communications teams. For high-profile projects, PR teams manage the messaging to external stakeholders, ensuring that there's a positive public image and, if needed, a crisis management response. Number 19, community and environmental groups. In large-scale or infrastructure projects, local communities, advocacy groups, and environmental organisations can have a big influence on project approvals, perceptions, and reputation. Number 20, competitors and industry peers. These are external to your organisation, but they can still shape expectations for your project's success. Understanding industry trends helps you to position your project for success. Number 21, regulators and compliance bodies. Regulatory agencies, industry watchdogs, and compliance officers ensure that your project adheres to laws, regulations, standards, safety requirements. Ignoring their requirements and their advice can lead to costly fines, project delays, and even shutdowns. Engage them early to prevent compliance-related roadblocks on your projects. Number 22, human resources and workforce planning teams. HR is critical for projects that involve hiring, training, organisational change, or any form of employee well-being. They help with staffing, policy alignment, and ensuring that workforce transitions are handled smoothly. Number 23, procurement and contract management teams. If a project involves purchasing equipment, software, or services, procurement teams ensure that fair vendor selection, cost control, contract compliance, and value for money can all be achieved. Poor procurement management can lead to vendor disputes and unexpected costs, or, at worst, securing the wrong vendor, which can lead to project failure. Number 24, customer support and service teams. If the project delivers a product or service that customers will use, the support team plays a vital role in addressing post-launch issues, feedback, and user experience challenges. Failing to involve them early can lead indirectly to customer dissatisfaction, and if they need to put that right, can add to the cost of implementation. Number 25, training and learning and development teams. For projects that involve new systems, new processes, or tools, training teams can ensure that end users and employees can effectively adopt those tools and deliver the changes that you need. Without proper training, even well-designed projects can fail due to poor adoption and user resistance. Of course, there are many more potential stakeholders that your project could have. But I would be surprised if there were many projects that did not have a good number of the 25 commonest stakeholders that I've listed. But if you think I've missed anyone important, please do tell me and our viewers in the comments. Oh, and please do give this video a like if you've enjoyed it or learned from it. I'll be making loads more great project management videos for you, so please do subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.